secret song to you each night we are apart. Remember me. No,
Disney greenlights Coco 2 from Pixar's Well, set for 2029. What is this? Say it ain't so, bro. Say it ain't so.
No, apparently they bought back Lee Unkrich to do this. I don't know how much money they threw at him.
Uh-huh.
But this is it's so not a sequel that needs to be made. Coco is a beautiful film. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. It is, the visuals are stunning. I love every single song in that movie.
Yes. Yes.
It's such a great film. Such a great film. Camera Girl saw it like 3 times and she cries at the end when Miguel sings Remember Me to
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
his great grandmother. This makes zero sense. I think between all the sequels, Coco 2, Toy Story 5, and something
Incredibles.
else and The Incredibles.
Incredibles 3. Yeah. This is
It's
the worst. You say this is the worst one for
oh,
them
which
to
one?
do?
It is. It is
Yeah.
the worst one for them to do because the original was absolutely perfect.
Perfect. Beautiful movie. It's and they captured the Mexican soul,
Mhm.
and the take on life and death that has never been seen before. Cameron, thoughts
I,
on this? I
I haven't
mean,
seen
Hollywood's
Coco.
Hollywood. And
I
Disney,
haven't seen,
Iger.
I haven't seen Coco, but this is what Iger would do, right? Iger was like take something that's successful and just do it again. Uh, will he? I don't think he will be around in 2029. The movie will probably start really filming principal photography probably 2027. I doubt he'll be around. What was 2 years from now? I mean, he might still be clinging to
It's an
power.
animated film.
Yeah,
Animated film. Yeah.
but even then, there's even principal photography, principal drawing, right? Principal,
Storyboarding and
storyboarding.
All
Yeah,
that stuff.
just
Right.
starting the
proof of
film, right? Not
concept
even
rendering and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like
exactly just
that.
starting the process of actually making this movie. It's I mean, he might be like Nosferatu, still clinging with his fingers in 2027, right? Not letting go. Right? I mean,
Right.
this guy don't want to ever leave that job, right? This guy,
No, he
this,
loves the perks too
you know,
much.
you know what? I'm probably getting in trouble for saying this. He kind of reminds me of the president of Turkey right now. I've done several projects in Turkey. Like, he's, every time it's like, well, it's whatever his the Constitution says you can't run again. He always finds a way to make it happen anyway.
Mm.
Like he's like right now he can't run again. So what he does, he just arrested the opposition party leader and put him in jail. And so so
Mhm.
there's nobody to run against him. So I guess he has to run.
So let me read a little bit of this
That's
real
Iger.
quick. Because Iger did announce it at the shareholders meeting. He said, while the film is just in initial stages, we know it'll be full of humor, heart, and adventure. And we can't wait to share more soon. Like Lorena Creo said, the original director, Lee Unkrich, is returning with Adrian Molina, Mark Nelson, Pixar veteran known for Toy Story 4 and Inside Out 2, will produce. As you guys remember, the original came out in 2017. Critical
Mhm.
commercial smash, won 2 Oscars. It revolves around heavily around the Mexican holiday of Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. I
Mhm.
will tell you what's interesting about this, right? A few years before Coco was a thing, Disney tried to copyright the holiday, the ancient holiday of Day of the
I
Dead.
remember that.
And not only did they meet
That
harsh
requires
reaction
successful
from
film
the
therapy.
community, which I was a part of, they stopped that. But what they were smart to do is that some of the leading advocates against them, they hired them to be cultural consultants on Coco.
Well, if you can't beat them, join them, right? I mean, that's the idea. I mean,
Yeah.
you want people, pissing, inside the tent, pissing out, rather than outside the tent, pissing in, right? So that's the idea.
So, and then one of the consultants that I know that worked on the film, he released this as well, and he said, this is some news. The final thing that I will say is that why they're doing this is that this has gotten a huge following beyond the Latino community. But the Latino community are just, they go hog wild over this at the Coco celebrations, Disneyland, Dodger Stadium. They had the kid who's now older. He's a mariachi singer.
Mhm.
He came and sang his Coco song to a dot to it was like one of the Viva Los Dodgers nights, and everyone was filming him singing it live.
Know that I'm with you the only way that I can
So it's like, yeah, I get why they're doing it. I don't like it, but I get why they're doing it.
Well, something else
Ugh.
to add.
Mhm.
Coco did amazingly well in China.
Mhm.
Which Snow White is not doing right now.
So let me explain to you why that's the case, right?
Mm-mm.
Even though I haven't seen Coco, but I know what it's about, and since it's about death and facing the afterlife and all these things, right? So I was in China when The Life of Pi premiered, right?
Mm.
And it was a massive, massive hit in China when I was there, right?
Mm,
Because the Chinese are coming out of decades of communist mismanagement and cultural destruction. The Cultural Revolution took away their
Hmm.
right.
religion, their heritage, all of it, destroyed all of it. And the people, when I was there, I would attend various religious. I went to there's a 10th century mosque in Beijing. I went there. There's Buddhist temples I went to, Taoist temples. There's old churches there, and every spiritual place I went to, which I'm tying into this movie now, every spiritual place I went to was overflowing with young people who were coming in as tourists or visitors, young local Beijing Chinese people who wanted to find out what faith was all about. So and what
Mhm,
because communism, the atheistic communism of Mao offered them nothing but materialism, and so I saw that everyone in China was so proud. When I was there, people would walk around with like new expensive sunglasses and leave the price tag hanging from it to show off how expensive it was. Like it was this weird thing, right? But it wasn't fulfilling them. The material success wasn't fulfilling them, so they're
mhm,
looking for spirituality. The Life of Pi was a massive hit because it's a Taiwanese filmmaker, right? But along with that, they were hungry for the spiritual message of the Life of Pi, right? They were hungry for it. And then Coco is dealing with facing death and facing afterlife and things like this, right? These are things that when you are escaping 50, 60 years of communist crushing your soul, right? You're
mhm.
looking at that. It doesn't surprise me at all.